Thank you. I think it was an interesting game, especially based on the fact that the opponents were very physical, trying to track us everywhere on the floor. We kept to a very good structure. We kept the ball on the turf, had an early goal, missed the penalty. I think in the second half when we came in, I think we lost our structure a little bit, and then they came into the game. They equalized, and then they gained some confidence. They tried to distract us in terms of delaying, going down necessarily, just to make sure that we are not consistent with the tempo of the game. We are not prepared by that. We kept to some substitutions. We brought in some players. They also came and then ensured that the energy level of the team also went up. And then eventually we won by 2-1. We kept it 3-2. If you look at especially the first half, we should have killed the game in the first half. But then sometimes that's the nature of the game. If you have your chances and you don't use them, it comes back to hit and hurts you. And that was exactly what happened to us. And when it happens that way, you become a little bit nervous. I realized the players were a bit nervous on the pitch because time was gradually moving or going, and then there was no time on our side. But then I told them to keep their calm, and that was exactly what they did.
Right. Gentlemen, question.
First half, so we saw the way they were playing. So in the second half, it was relatively easier for us to even know how they were going to play. In the second half, they were not playing well until they got the goal. And then when they got the goal, they moved into a low block, all of them behind the ball, trying to cover every space. But then I don't think in terms of the standard of play, I'm not sure they were yeah. I think that we were far better than them. They are a very good side. That one we must admit. When you give them the time and the space, they can play. They are very good. They know what they are doing on the field. But then, I think we played better than them. That's my opinion. Opinions may differ, but I think we played better than them.
Right.
Saka, as at the time I was coming for the presser, I didn't really have any idea, so I cannot comment. But I'm not sure it's too much of a serious thing. It's an ankle issue. The guy hit him on the ankle, so I think he felt it. Yeah. For MV, sometimes that's how a competition period can be. Players can peak and then they can dip. So and depends on individual mentality and physiology, the physical state of the individual, and then how the person also perceives the competition can let somebody dip and then peak. So I think we just have to keep talking to him, encouraging him. He's a very good person, very disciplined, very polite, and he's somebody who has so much talent in him. Sometimes too, we shouldn't forget that the team we play for, or the team they play, comes with a lot of pressure. And sometimes when the demands become so high, and the players are able to manage the demands in terms of performance, sometimes it also affects them, and then they can go a little bit off. So we are talking to him. As I said, he's a very good person, very focused. Even when he's not playing, he's calm. He supports the process. So it's a good sign for him as a player when you are not getting your rhythm and you are not being selected, but then you support the process. It means anytime you are given the opportunity. And I think the first half he did well. It was in the second half that he went off. So we talked to him and we are still talking to him.
Sorry, last question.
It was a good goal. The video, not the VMO gesture to me, it's a good goal. There's nothing wrong with the goal. Opoku controlled the ball and took a shot into the net. So That's what I saw.
But the opinions are there was a head collision there. So
And the players got up. The policy and they got up. They got up.
so you see how
From the video I saw players up. And when they saw that the ball had entered the net, we went down again. That is what I saw.
Right. Okay, Mike.
I mean, when you come and you are doing that, I don't know whether you watch me on the bench. When you come and you are doing that, I don't give you attention. My attention is on my team. I just have to focus on my team. So when you come and you are doing something, that's your own decision. I don't know what you are talking about, but always I focus on myself and my team. What others do, the opponent, what they do, is none of my business. I don't have control. I have control over myself as a coach, and I have control over my backroom staff, which is the technical staff, and I have control over my players. So myself and these two other groups of people are the people I have control. So I just have to focus on them. That's all that I can see. As the VMO said, that's up to them. It's not.
Barnes, transfer windows.
I think for the supporters, I would say a very big thank you to them on behalf of the technical staff and the playing body. They've been very amazing. And today I really saw a support of the 80s, the 1980s and the 1990s. I saw. I've been following Kotoko since I was a kid, so I know how Kotoko supporters support. And today I saw it. They were so hopeful, overly hopeful. They knew we were going to win. So even though time was not on our side, we kept their calm. I never heard anybody, saying something negative onto any player on the field. They were very hopeful, and you saw it from the goal when it came. It was like a bomb has been thrown onto the pitch. Very, spontaneous. It was so beautiful. So I want to say a very big thank you to them. As the season unfolds, they should still keep, supporting us that way. We also try our best, always to make sure that we deliver to their expectation. And as I always say, these players, I have been engaging them one by one. They always tell me that some of the comments always put pressure on them. It draws their attention off the field, so sometimes it distracts them. So they should always be positive. They should always be hopeful, so that they will have their confidence from the blast of the whistle to the end. When they do that, we'll be able to achieve our target. And for the signings, I think they are all doing well. Kwame Boku, fantastic. Ajete, Sifa, they've been fantastic. The rest, Minta, and then Ebuku, yeah, they've also contributed their quota. Sometimes it depends on the eye you are using to judge it. But to me, as a coach, I think that everybody we brought in the second round has contributed in a way to team stability, high performance, and team balance.
I think you are going to have a headache choosing the right back if you get a loose back.
And that's the job of a coach. Yeah, and a good team is a team that has depth in the team. So if I'm sure you are talking about JT, he's been very impressive. We all know Lord Amoa. You are talking about Sifa too. We know Ablo. That's the work of a coach. We will take the decision when the time comes.
Coach, futures.
It wasn't the toughest match we played, and I'm not sure. It was a game that we had to stretch ourselves so much. If you watch, even though it was 1-1, we were calm. And normally you gauge the anxiety of the players based on how they keep their structure, even when you are at parity or when you are down. The moment you see that they keep to the structure and they play within the structure, it tells you that they are very confident that they can play and win. So to me, through democracy, it's a good team. They are a very good side, a well-drilled side. That one we can't take it away from them. Both teams showed Ghana football very well today to the world. They are a very good side, yes, and we have to admit that. So to me, it wasn't the toughest game that we played, even though we conceded. The goal was a deflection, and it's also part of the game. So they are a good side. That's all that I want to say. They are a very good side, but I think we're better than them.
And the matchup with Chelsea.
When we get there, we'll talk about it. Legal issues that I think I cannot explain in detail, but what I'll tell you that they are recovering, and very soon we'll see them.
Coach, the last time Tottenham won the FA Cup.
The aim of every coach is to win trophies. That's the aim of every coach. The aim of every player is to win trophies, so that one day you can be remembered for. To me, we just have to take it game by game. If not going to the semis, we are going to play against Brooklyn Chelsea. We just have to now switch our attention to the league. When the time is due, when it's about 2 weeks or a week to the game, we refocus or we redirect our attention to it. But I want to tell you, we are working harder and harder to make sure that we get the results.
Right. Thank you, Doc.